Okay, we're back. Uh, really, I mean, and just carrying on from the thoughts from from where I ended the video, the first part. Yeah, you like to start with your live draws, and like I say, it's really good to stress how live your draws are because the people who lose the most at this game, who are constant losers, are the people who chase too many draws all the way to the end and they end up not hitting. It's just because they have to be aware. You have to be aware of the cards that you need to make your draw. You need to know where they are. If you can't see them, if you can't see any of the cards that you need to make your draw, then it's great, you know. But as the hand progresses and you continue to see cards that you need in other people's boards, then you might need to reconsider playing the hand and just slow down. And typically, the best time to do that is Fifth Street. And also, for those of you that don't know, Fifth Street obviously is when you have 5 cards. All right, we're just gonna let the ace go. We don't really have anything. We don't really have. We just need to start with something decent. I might, if the bring in had have been maybe right here or here, and everybody folded to me, and I had the ace up, I would put in a raise to steal the pot right then and there, and just be done with it. But there's too many people left to act. Hey, we're not bringing in this time. We have a deuce showing. Awesome. Things are looking up. I mean, I'm stuck almost $30, but things are looking up. Yeah, I haven't been running too well lately playing stud, but I think that my stud game is strong enough that long term I'm just gonna crush these stakes. I mean, I truly believe that. I'm not just being arrogant. I mean, I think my stud game is the best game. I'm way better at stud than I am at hold'em, and I accept that. I mean, I think I just have a natural feel for this game. I think I don't really get bored of this game. That's my main problem with no limit hold'em or any betting structure of hold'em. I get bored of it so fast because you just are dealt your 2 cards and you're like, oh, okay, I mean, you either it's just I don't know, it's just boring. Very, very boring. All right, see, we got a buried pair of sevens, but we have a 7 out and a 3, so we have no live. So it's going to be extremely unlikely that we're going to end up getting a set, and our up card, our board card's not even live either. So I mean, this hand just has no potential whatsoever. Just let it go. Like I say, being tight is right in this game. Very right. Don't let the don't let the big cards sway you into playing a hand. Don't be tempted to chase a draw that's unlikely for to come through for you. Just don't be tempted, because one great thing to keep in mind when you are feeling tempted is when you fold, you're going to win. I mean, it's because when you are folding and not chasing the urge to chase hands all the way down, then eventually you are going to get a hand and you are going to get paid and you're going to make money. That's the best thing to keep in mind when you are tempted to just chase those cards. Don't chase. All right, we might actually end up limping in here, maybe. I'm not totally sure. I don't know what this guy's limping in with, but I do have the note on him that he's very loose passive, and he's obviously probably does not have a pair of tens. This guy, I don't know what this guy has either. He has a jack showing. All right, we're not our cards are live, but if an 8 hits, our action is probably going to get killed. So we're just going to let it go. Look for reasons to fold in this game. other games, it might not be the best train of thought to think of reasons to fold, but in this game, it helps. I mean, it's helped me, and I think I've made a lot. I've made a lot. Most of my money and most of my time playing poker is spent at the stud table. So I mean, I think that's from experience. I love to find reasons to fold. If it's as long as it's reasonable. I mean, I'm not gonna think of just some bizarre reason just to lay my hand down, lay something like this down. But you want to start out with a strong hand. You want to start strong, and you want to look to and you just want to hope that it holds up to win in the end. And you also want to hope that it improves to be even stronger as you go along with the hand. But starting off strong is the key. You can't start off weak and hope to improve because it's just not worth it for you. It's never worth it. But yeah, so far we haven't really gotten involved at all, but I hope you understand. Playing tight is the right way to play this game, and choosing your hands. Choose them wisely. Alright, this hand is also nothing. A 5 and a 9 are out, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of courageous to chase, courageous, also stupid to chase a straight here. Chase a straight draw with a hand like 5, 6, 9. If it was suited, possibly I would chase, just depending on how live my hand is, but it just I only chase flush draws when I'm dealt three cards of the same suit right off the bat. That's the only time when I chase a hand just for its flush potential. If I get dealt two cards of the same suit, I don't even consider the flush possibilities at all, really, because it's bad thinking. It's loose thinking. Because you're thinking, well, if I pay a couple bets off and see some more cards, I might actually hit this flush. But the fact of the matter is, you're going to end up just paying it off, and you're going to end up having nothing in the end. And it's going to be having nothing but a dwindling stack in front of you that's eventually going to just be vaporized if you play very loose. Same goes with stud high low. I mean, people are extremely liberal. They play they play a lot more hands in stud high low than in stud high, and I think that's wrong. I mean, I think stud high low you actually have to be even tighter than you would in stud high. I know it sounds crazy because you're thinking, well, I mean, there's two ways to win the pot, low end and high end. Yes, that's true, but the fact is you need to pick your low hands carefully and you need to pick your high hands carefully, and there really are not in stud high low, really you do not want to chase high. You never ever want to chase for the high hand unless you start with a pair of with a pair of aces or even better. I mean, because playing pairs in stud high low that are not aces are typically a bad decision to play those pairs because they very often wind up being beaten. And if you don't believe me, then go ahead and try it out. Play the pairs that you would normally do in stud high low, and see how it fares for you. Trust me, I mean it's not going to fare well. You're going to be beaten by straights. You're going to be beaten, like low straights from people chasing lows. Their low hands. You're going to be beaten by, a pair, by two pair from people chasing lows. You're going to be beaten by someone who hits someone who's chasing a low and hits a flush. It happens all the time, trust me. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off, and I'll resume with part 3.